Welcome back, guys, to another permissionless email redesign. I'm Renee, and for the next little bit, you're going to be hanging out with RevFlow and our walkthroughs on random e-commerce sites that we find, and to kind of share, talk through, and basically redesign in front of you some of the best practices that we know in the e-commerce world, specifically with email designs, email experience, and basically direction. And today's company is JLAB. If you don't know, JLAB is a very famous or popular brand in Target, any sort of retail locations. It's the more budget-friendly, but I would say very good quality headphones, microphones, earbuds, things like that. And just recently, aside from this, even the finding or decision to do JLAB, I did see there was a basically like a versus. There was like a battle. Someone did a YouTube video that talked about I believe it was the Talk Pro, and how it compared to the Yeti microphone. And they actually said that JLAB outperformed the Yeti. And if you know Yeti, very big brand, very professional microphone. But for the cost and like the overall bang for your buck, if you will, JLAB won out of that. So excited to do this review or redesign, and kind of just a brief about the company. The design overall, very blue, very blue, very techy, a little templated in my own mind. Find the perfect headphones for you. A couple calls to action, pre-order. This looks sort of like a gaming headset. JBud frames and different accessories and styles. So the UX of the website is, it's not bad. These photos actually look really good. Different colors that you can choose from. Lifestyle, you can choose based on lifestyle. These are semi-stacked images in my own mind, although I believe, they're all wearing JLAB headphones, but I'm not really sure else how I would show that right now. But find the perfect headphones, a little bit of a illustration going on, that very common vector illustration. So we're going to take a look at the email that we received based on a welcome series email for 10% off the first order. So we had signed up for this first 10% off your first purchase, and we got an email that looks like this. Welcome to the family. JLAB, welcome to the family. Hello, Jake. So Jake had signed up for the email. Jake also talks about the email strategy and practice and experience and all of that. So if you want to check out that video, that's available as well. And basically what it's doing is it's doing too much is what it's doing. We want to see where it's from. That's nice. We're familiar with this color, so we know where the email is coming from. But the fact that it's snapping through so fast, it's almost obnoxious. It's just going too many fonts, too many different jumping around points. I'm not saying that an animated GIF is not good for email. I think they can be done well. But this right here is just too much. So we're going to maybe think about how to put the viewer a little more at ease. And also this was a very big talking point, is that this is the discount that we had signed up for, and yet it was below the fold. So we call this in the email world, about right here, the fold. This is what is above the fold, everything you can see. And all I can see is welcome. There's nothing really to click on except this nav bar. And maybe I think this takes us back to the site. But the nav bar, you know, is already a lot of options, already a lot of stuff going on. So immediately the feel, the vibe of this email is like a lot of stuff going on. Finally, here's the discount, but this is what we wanted to see. And they do give a nice little welcome, you know, here's some other key products and what, you know, what we're about. Hashtag Find Your Go, probably links to their Instagram, and just a note from Win Kramer, the CEO. So, some other products, here's some pictures, a weekly giveaway, the common social stuff. So, you know, not horrible, but what we're going to do is, as we always do, we're going to start with a screenshot, and we're going to redesign this email and go through some of the best practices we know in the e-commerce space, and, you know, doing so many different emails, really starting to get to know what people want. We signed up for 10% off. Let's get 10% off, get me back to the cart, hopefully get me to purchase this or really reconsider purchasing this, and get me excited again and not just overwhelmed. So, as always, we're going to start with a screenshot. I'll let that go to my desktop, and we'll jump into Photoshop. And I'll go back to the website so that stops blinking in front of us. They do have this in the background, Go Adventure, Go Neon, Go, you know. I do not mind this blue. However, you know, it's just, it seems like this layout, and we're not redesigning the website, but it seems like this blue on this dark blue, on this little darker blue, on this light blue is just, it's all kind of, it's a lot going on, kind of, it's a lot going on in a clashy color way. So maybe at some point we'll get into some web design stuff, but let's keep it simple, let's keep it straightforward, we'll just stick with the email. And so here we are, I'll open this up in Photoshop. Take a good look at that. Geez, already nicer when it's not moving. Do you agree? And we will refer back to this, but we'll start with this just as the templated size, right? This is the size that they're sending, so we'll sort of stick with that. So a couple things that I like and a couple things I don't like. A couple things I like are this, oops, sorry, Photoshop. Okay. My shortcut is bringing back up my my Chrome. A couple things I like. The logo is here. I know that it's from JLAB, and the color is familiar. That's it. A couple things I don't like. This gray with this blue is a little clashy. I also don't like a nav bar in the email. It kind of just, it starts throwing me so many options all at once. Again, we already talked about this. No need to beat a dead horse on that one, but that it just flicks through so fast it gets me overwhelmed. It doesn't get me excited about one product or multiple products. It just happens so fast. Hello email or hello letter is fine. About us is great. But the thing that I don't like is that my 10% off is not here. You know, as a customer that is pretty close to purchasing, I want to get that 10% and I want to go right back to my cart. Cool that they're trying to get to like a little bit of knowledge going on here, but not for me, not for what I'm going to try to be purchasing. So we'll start with that and jump back to the website, and bear with us because this is a live recording, or recorded live at the time. And I want to just kind of explore some things. So right here, JLAB on this blue is, that's black, and I see in the email it is gray, and that gray is like not my favorite. So let's see if I can take this I don't think it'll save as, okay, it's going to save as a WP. Copy image address, paste, let's see if we can just get the PNG. Yeah, it's gonna. There we go. Save the desktop. I will go in. Check my layers out. I'm going to clean up a couple things in this email layout or this email design already. Okay. Okay. Sorry guys, trying to set up my setup. So I'm actually going to take a lot of this out. Sometimes feel a little bad if I just kind of really wreck it. But I will take that PNG. And I mean, already I think the black is much better. It's a stronger feel than that gray. This redesign and this walkthrough is not about the logo, but there are a couple things that I would do about the logo. Mainly, it's very, very tight here, and it's not just one color. Actually, just because we're here and doing it, if I were on the JLAB team, let's see something. Maybe not exactly, but I think having a gosh, first of all, I think even having just a smaller logo would be nicer. JLAB, if you're watching, maybe that might be, or just putting it on top. Not that they wanted to change everything, but that could be a very subtle change that makes a big difference. I just think that it's almost like too big for its own good. Okay. We'll pretend that this is also a logo design. So here's JLAB, new logo, or slightly upgraded logo. Go ahead and make sure that everything is somewhat centered. Can be a little off because that's not even centered in itself. And yeah, we'll get rid of that. Okay, so now we have nice logo. We do want to say welcome. I think showing the 10% off is going to be a huge thing. So let's go ahead and jump back to the website. I want to see. This looks kind of like Helvetica. Just all caps, Helvetica. Go work wireless on your sites. These are good pictures. I mean, looks like a 3D rendering. Good photos of the product. Good lifestyle shots. They got a little weirdly small, but focus productivity. see if that photo I'm not right now I'm just trying to find this. I mean, honestly, this is really cool. A cool photo, rather. And that's like a nice, powerful. So a lot of people like, you know, the earbuds, the earpods or whatever. I like this photo a lot. I think that could be fun in a welcome series, even if they weren't there for earpods or, you know, whatever specifically. I think that's a pretty gorgeous photo in of itself. Let's see. Save image as. Let's see if it'll even save. Oh, it'll save as a JPEG. We'll take it. Let's see if that's the right one. Yes, it is. Okay, we'll take it. And then I think we're gonna use ooh, that's also not bad. Gives me some idea of what colors they have. We'll save this one too. Just trying to get some ideas about products or what else they would have. We'll take this one because I think that's a nice shot as well. And then let's also, so those are called Go Air True wireless earbuds. And let's see this microphone that was so raved about, Talk Pro. The Talk Pro USB microphone. And I mean, it's a nice shot. It's also some kind of like 3D rendering going on. There it is in a studio. There it is on the lap. I mean, black is kind of nice. It really does pull it apart from the, you know, that's even a nice shot. Let's see. And that's actually a really professional shot too. We'll take this one, save image as, and we would take this one. Save image as, save. In case we're trying to figure out some other things to do within the email. Power connector, always a good one to know. Save image as. Okay. So now we got some things. We got the logo. We got some colors. Talk Pro. The shots are fine. This is kind of nice. It does feel like you kind of unboxed it, right? I always like these shots because it feels like, I don't know, it just looks like a real photo. Like it's there. It's tactile. Here's a comparison with the Talk Pro and the Blue Yeti Pro. That's a pretty nice shot right there, actually. What else? There's some more. A lot of stuff on this page. Okay. We'll go back to the home page and let's create that 10% off option. So in our email, let's bring this back up. We might have to pause it. Let's see. Geez, we can't even pause it. But in our email, here's this 10% off this code, or discount, sorry, 10% off code. And just one. I'll just take that. Recommended some products below. And again, I mean, this is good, but this is also a little busy. So we wanna give some direction in this email. All right. Now let's go back. And we are going to let's put this in there. Let's see what that looks like. Ooh, the blues are clashy, but already it's looking decent, clean, much cleaner, huh? Shrink this up a little bit, and then kind of figure out where our 10% might end up. I want to see too about our other photo. That's not a bad photo to put text on top of. That's a very good photo, although we're not sure that they're looking at the microphone. And you know, that's really not a bad photo to put some things on. Let's try this one and see what that looks like, especially with the blue. Yeah, this might look a little better. So we're going to go ahead and just take a slice of this. See what this looks like. We're not for sure, so again, bear with us. Oops. Really not loving that light blue and that dark blue right now. And maybe we do put it on black. Again, I don't mind this blue, but with that other blue just clashes so hard. Let's see if we can do anything here. Let's see. We get some decent outlining. Some worse outlining on the gray here. Make sure our tolerance is good. We might have to go clean up a bunch of stuff. Let's just see what this looks like. It's weird it's not recognizing all the blue. Oh, the gray and white are definitely going to fight. That's okay. We'll clean this up. That looks okay. Again, we'll clean this up. I think this top one's going to be probably our most perfect. So if we can get this to be nice. Oops. And see what that looks like. Yeah. Smooth that. Might even spruce this up a little later, but let's go ahead and grab not quite black. Let's see what that looks like. Starting to look like I need to clean this up. A lot. We're going to see if this is possible. My computer runs slow when I record these redesigns, I think just because it's running so much stuff. But let's go ahead and let's see if we can make a smart mask and just feather some of this. Let it load. Sorry, guys. Wow. Super slow. Into feather. Oh. Oh boy. Here it is, right in front of my face. Okay. Let's see if we can. Not bad already. I think that's a little too much feathering going on. But let's see. Invert, select a mask. This one. Okay. Yes. There it is. That's not bad. Refine mode. Actually, that looks pretty awesome. Wonder how we could like. Let's okay, we do want it all the way. Show edge. Show original. That kind of looks like a sneak peek of something going on. That doesn't look horrible. So what I'm trying to do, I want to feather this, but I don't want this in here. But I do think that's getting a lot better. Shift edge, let's see. Really nothing. That's not bad. We don't want that. Okay. Well, now that I've done just messed around with all of these, let's see this feather. We're gonna have to go down and feather. And the lasso tool here is being a little tricky because, like I said, we've and it's feathering it. So we're still getting that little bit of feather coming through. Let's try something. That's not bad. We're getting in here to clean up some of that stuff. I don't know if that's the look that we want. This is just a different. Yeah, bear with us as we kind of figure out what look we want to even establish here. So I'm thinking it needs to be sharper. And I guess we could have, not I guess, I know we could have just outlined it. Honestly, it's what we might do anyhow. Yeah, nah, not good enough. Let's start over. Let's delete this layer mask. We'll delete these guys. Delete this. I think I like the look with the black, so let's go ahead and just make our own mask. If we get to editing, we'll speed this part of the video up so no one really has to watch it. That way, if we want to, we can feather this corner, this angle. It may hurt us just a little bit if, because this is on a lighter background. So we're going to see if this actually does translate as well as I think it will to black. If not, we'll add some of our own shadows and things like that. So if you're not my designers, we'll make it work. But for here, this will be nice that this is a little sharper. And again, we'd spend much more time if this was the actual final version 12 final. But this will be close enough to resemble what the final would look like. Some things just have to be done by hand. They are much better that way. Can't tell if this blue is the thing or the background. It's like part of the thing. Go ahead and add this back in. There we go. Yep, a couple things to clean up, and now we know how to get back. Oops. Let's actually take that off. Go to select mask. Mask options. Right. So there we go. Shift edge. We're going to shift it inside just a little bit. That's not bad, and this part's giving me a little bit of a hang up. So let's go back. I think it has, I think it actually feathered everything. Then when I went to do that, it kind of. Okay, that's not bad. Let's do this here. Okay. Keep messing around with that. It'll take a little while. I want to And let's go ahead and just need to drop a different photo at the bottom one so you can see a different photo going on. A little more modern, I say. And let's go ahead and finally do a, I know this one's taken a little while. I mean, actually, that's kind of neat too. Might be fun to do a center layout. Yep, we're switching it. And take this. Oops. Take this now. This here. Maybe. That's not bad. I don't know if I love that, but let's see. 36. 36. We want them to remember what they were looking at, and we don't want to overwhelm them with this stuff. Even that, this is fun. Not sure, guys, if this is working. I think it gives us some color options, but I'm not really sure if it fits the layout here. Let's go in. Let's go back and see what they have. This is one of those ones that just take a little longer. This is kind of neat too. They are known for their earbuds, so earbuds. It's like a sport earbuds. Interesting. They finally switched it to not just a JPEG. Well, let's see. We'll take a screenshot. Back into Photoshop. Oops. Put it there for right now. Get back into Photoshop. And let's see. Okay, let's take this. Take that. It's a little smaller. Just really trying to figure out what works for the look and feel of this thing, and what I thought would have been really cool, the color ones. Maybe not our best bet for the image that we should be using. So actually, we'll go ahead and break the grid here just a little bit. It's kind of interesting. And for these guys, actually, let's see what these look like for opacity. Not bad. We'll go ahead and break the grid down here as well. Okay, so you know, that's starting to feel a little better. And we'll just put those back where they were. And let's get some font in here finally. We'll head it with welcome, just so they remember that they got the welcome email. Not in that font. We will use a pretty standard. Let's see. I think they had Helvetica. Avenir might be pretty close. Actually, let's stick with Helvetica. Yeah, that's very very simple in JLAB. We'll just say, actually, we'll just do welcome and then 10% off now. So center that. Here's your %off code. Again, we are making sure that the person knows exactly. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's do different Helvetica. Name. No, they don't use condensed. 10% off code. Let's make these a little tad bit smaller. And put the 10% off code. We can figure out, what to do, what to put in the background here. It might be cool to put like some studio stuff or some lifestyle active shots, but I understand this one. This one's taking a little longer than I thought it was gonna, so I just couldn't figure out what I wanted. Okay, let's go back to the email. Oops. There we go. Welcome to the JLAB family. Oops. Okay. We'll put a little copy paste bar around here, just like they have it. Actually, let's see what it goes into. Putting it down is not stressful. And to make sure I get all the light off it there. Yeah, that's fine. We'll go ahead and take that much of it. No, we'll take that much of it and replace. I'll subtract the white. Move that. And this is, oh yeah, that has the That will be almost perfect. It like jumped up a little bit, so we'll have to. Don't mind the light on there, it kind of looks neonisk. That's their 10% off code, so they know. Let's move all of this up just a little, give some space. And I think on the email you can click and it will return you to the site. And we should just put a little direction here. Click to copy code. So they, again, UX, user experience stuff, important. You're trying to direct someone to something. Okay. Click to copy code, makes it real easy. Makes it sort of inviting. Like, does that actually work? Cool. I see these cool headphones. I see these cool headphones. I'm kind of thinking like, maybe I should have got those. Take this back. Let's see. Do they use? I'm trying to think if they use exclamation point. Welcome to the family exclamation point. So maybe our welcome has an exclamation point. Okay, so welcome, here's your 10% off code. Let's put something in the background here. Not the crazy stuff going on, but I don't know if this will work, but let's see. Save link as prepared. Let's see if this guy will look good back here. I understand they're want to include some lifestyle shots. It does kind of put you in a good frame of mind as to like, oh, how was I going to use this again? Starts to resurface that feeling that you had when you were shopping. That's actually not too bad. Let's see what he looks like, black and white version. That's not bad. That's kind of pumpy. Okay, let's make sure that he's taking up more than the outside. Different mask here. Yeah, that's, I mean, it's really not bad if, especially if they were looking at sport things, if they were looking at microphones or something, we could put that down here. Unfortunately, my experiment with this thing didn't really work as well as I wanted to, and I don't like the blue that's there, so we're gonna delete that, all of it actually. And then let's see, I don't mind some of the tones in here, so it's already gone. Let's just see what some of the tones in here look like. Yeah, it gives it a little richer feel. I'm not sure I need the grass. Oh, definitely I need that dark blue tank top. Yeah, honestly, let's see. Trying to think of what I don't need, and I'm not sure if I need the grass. Let me give it just some interesting feel. Some grass, but not all of it. Some warmth, but not all of it. And we will sink him back just a little more. We really want these to pop, right? That is our main goal. If there's something else going on in the background, cool. Just to make sure we can see our code and everything else. We will pump it just a little bit more, making sure that we can see that code and that so click to copy code. That will be the CTA. So you know, sometimes there's like a more major CTA or you know, bigger thing. For this right here, let's go ahead and put a little bit of. That's too much, but let's give this just a little bit of variance. It just feels so feels so flat. Even just a little bit of variance gives it like a nice feel. I don't know if I would do it on the bottom. That might just make it look like 2000s web design. But let's just see what it looks like. Not too shabby. Let's see what it looks like without it. Yeah, I'll take the richer blue. And actually, this blue, I don't even know if it's the same blue. Let's see what a little bit of pump up in the saturation will do for the, yeah. See, even a pump in the saturation is going to look nice. I'm just going to assume that they want like a brighter color there, so let's keep it. So here's a product. We could even say the product, or like, you know, talk about the product just a little bit, or just give like a little hint as to what it is. But I think already it's kind of come into life. You got some size variation going on. And let's open up this email a little more and kind of talk about some other things that we would put here. So we probably would not use the same exact, or I would not recommend using the same exact photo. So maybe we move this down a little bit. I will expand this and just turn it white. We need to over there. Perfect. Okay. So here's your 10% off code. Let's go back to the website and see some of the things they're saying. Here is about JLAB, man. Their stuff is very simple as far as typography and all of that goes. So we're going to keep things simple. And this will just is going to say, will be our little blurb. Maybe this is the part that says, welcome. Welcome to the family, or, you know, whatever we're going to say. Should pick a little more of it. So this is the part that would say, you know, welcome, or here, enjoy this free something % off, our gift to you. Go ahead and paste this. Oops. Turn it up. Just going to turn it up a little bit. This right here, this is an excellent opportunity for another image. Anything that we got that we liked, maybe it is this microphone. Put this in here. Showcase a different product or something similar. And actually, that this dark one might really fit the email design well. Let's see what that looks like. Yep, because then we're going from white to dark gray to then this black again, so it doesn't feel out of place. It just feels, kind of rich. And the recommended products, always a good idea to kind of put some recommended products in there. But let's go ahead and save this for right now. Save to your computer. We'll call this JLAB. And I want to just bring up the old email and just kind of talk through some things. Let's bring up the old one. Or actually, we should see the old one in real time. But for right now, we'll just go ahead and compare and contrast these as they stand. So here we have a couple of things, right? So oops. I can place these how I want to. So we definitely have a more punchy image, right? Where we're definitely pushing the contrast in this one versus this just says welcome and then a product. And then the next thing, the product pops up over here, then it pops up over here. And there's no CTA. So at least for this one, we have our CTA, right? We're directing them where to go. I did change the logo. This is, not anything that companies really love to see. Is like, why don't you like our logo? But the contrast between the blue and the black is much better than this gray and the blue. And again, the logo fitting in one, basically one contained area is much better than the logo sort of being pieced like this. So that's nice to see and nice to design around. A lifestyle shot that does kind of get you in the feel of, why you might have been there in the first place. Here's this dude. You can kind of see his headphone, but here, here's the main images that really pop. And definitely, here's your 10% off code. Right away, you know why you're there. We took off the nav bar part. We want them to focus on this one thing, and that is to click right here. Click this and go back to your cart. It's going to take, probably this whole thing would be linked, or not to the cart, back to the website with it automatically put onto the cart. So this is that little welcome blurb, which would be nice to have, but somewhere down the line, right? We want to make sure that the CTA is above the fold. The nice little welcome blurb can just be in their simple font. It looks nice. Here's another product. And then down the line for this first welcome email, we'd have more things. We'd have different products or maybe a little about us blurb or whatnot. So there you have it, the JLAB redesign, permissionless redesign. And tell us what you think. If you agree with me, if you don't, if you found some of these things do work for you, and or are working for you as you follow along with all of our redesigns and all of our talk-throughs for strategy and stuff like that. And leave us another comment too if you want to see a different e-commerce website get redesigned or the email series get redesigned. All right, I'll catch you next time. Thanks, guys.